Where do you spend big on salary on offense and then on defense? Receiver or?
Well, I would say the first spot you need to spend big is corner. And believe it or not, here's why. Now, last year, Madden 16, we had a tremendous issue with aggressive catching, right?
I didn't personally, but
well, I mean,
saw people.
Me personally, I didn't because I played a lot of cover 2 man and I didn't let people do it. So, but my thought process still goes to the same place this year. Is that if you have great corners, it's almost near impossible for somebody to just chuck it downfield. Even if you have bad corners, you still are probably okay.
Right.
But what you can't allow, you cannot tank your corners because you have the mindset, well, you can't really aggressive catch at Madden 17. You can't allow that one time in a big game where they have Ed McCaffrey and they're chucking downfield against your 20 cap value corner and you just get destroyed. And because what ends up happening is you're going to have a matchup where McCaffrey is so highly rated that he will have the advantage, and
right.
he might come down with it.
Right.
So you need to just nix that completely in the butt.
What about the people that say, I could get mossed by Chris Conley, because I have been mossed by Chris Conley. Mm-hmm. It's worth it for me to not spend any on corner because I could get mossed at any time.
That was last year.
That's like people who YOLO.
I agreed with that ideology last year. Not this year.
I know another corner people really like. Stiff said he likes the Jalen Ramsey.
Mm-hmm. This Amukamara, not bad.
Prince is okay. Prince is pretty good at the start of the year. Don't mind him. But now, at corner, you said spend big, but you saw a couple corners that we had, a couple free safeties in there. What's the purpose of us at the fourth position there, fourth corner, having Ventrone?
Well, that goes back to our beginning tip where we said identify the defense that you want to play.
I want to play 3 CBs.
You want to play nickel 2-4-5.
Yes.
Right? Specifically nickel 2-4-5. So because of that, we're never going to have a fourth corner come in unless we go to a quarters or a big dime. That's not to say yet you won't, because you might, but the defense that you're primarily going to play, especially where you don't have a lot of depth, so you can't really tinker very far from this personnel grouping, you're going to be playing that. So you want to not spend any value there because this guy, for all intents and purposes, is not going to play. So when you have these positions where they play depth and they're not going to actually see the field, you don't want to waste valuable cap value on them because it's going to take away something from here. Like you might, if you had a guy at corner here that was 20 cap value, well, guess what? That means you can't have Blunt.
But he was rarely going to play. Yeah.
You can't play with Blunt, right? So that's the idea of tanking players, and you see it all across the board.